2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. We're at beautiful Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, Los Angeles. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and this opening hole's as about as soft as this course gets.
It's the only hole that is a gift on this golf course. 503 yards, par 5. Tee shot sits well above the fairway, and once you find the fairway or any of the surrounding areas, the only real danger is that gaping bunker in front of the green. You want no part of that for any of the pins. I have to say, Luke, this is the ultimate easy hole, starting hole on the PGA Tour, because after it, the other 17 aren't easy whatsoever. You need to make 4 here or less to get yourself in a good mood. If you make 5, you're going to be a little cranky.
Looking forward to this, Rich. Let's get into the action. That's tidy. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Ouch, that hurts. "12 feet to the cup coming up."
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, that's frustrating. Putting for a par now. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Time to catch up with the Canadian, Brooke Henderson.
Second shot here.
Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This would be a great up and down. How close was that to going down? Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. It's on a great line. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Boy, that one hopefully gets them back in some good graces with that flat stick. It has been pretty dismal up until now.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up from about 100 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
They're going with a bit more club here. Let's see if it was the right call.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
You know, Luke Donald once made all 400+ attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, Rich, that's the special stuff.
Nothing like it. Good stuff.
Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Yep, that shot safely on the green.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
A chance to get to 3 under with this putt.
This has a real chance.
And gets that putt of distance to go. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 3-6, one of the most magnificent holes, not only at Riviera Country Club, but in all of golf.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Well, that's a nice line. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Oh, well done. What's in front of them, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Well played. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose-your-own-adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. That's a golf shot.
Oh, you love to see those shots land. What a play. John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
And it goes in. Great shot. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
This is the second shot here on the 9th hole. Opting for the 9-iron.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Good shot there. Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. Oh, looked like they hinged in that stroke. Putting for par. It's on a good line. Nice little putt to hole, that one. Currently 6 under for the event. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
That's a little untidy. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Ooh. A par putt on the table. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently at 6 under par overall. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Going with the 5-wood. Needs this one to kick right. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Okay, steady now. Time now for the 4th shot. That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. 11 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
Ooh, that looks like a pure stroke. Currently 6 under for the round. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Going with the 7. Woo, back there, horsey. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Not too sure what they were thinking. Too much club.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Didn't that look good for a long time? 5 feet coming up to the cup. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Currently 6 under for the event. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. Well, let's catch up with this play just a moment ago. Justin Thomas with an amazing shot. Great putt. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Currently 8 under for the tournament. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right. Just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Just needs this one to kick right. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. It's time for another highlight. Let's head to the 17th hole. Let's recap this long-range effort. Nicely holed. Okay, time to return to the action. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Get excited. This could go in. A well holed. He'll take the birdie. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Well, that's beautifully judged. And this effort by Justin Thomas just a short while ago.
I got to say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
Oh, that's a sensational moment. Mark that down as a highlight today. Okay, let's get back to the action. This putt to move into the top 20 on the leaderboard. Hey, nice looking line. It was on a good line. And this putt coming up for his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now at -9 for the tournament. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
That's nicely done. Wonderfully played. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
He's made it for eagle. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The finishing hole at Riviera, famous for so many exciting finales in tournament history. Rich, take us through the tee shot and approach.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Fairways and greens, easy game, isn't it?
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
I like the look of this. And that'll be all she wrote today.